Back. Que paso, boxing fanaticos? Is entered to do another boxing analysis. This analysis is between Errol, the Truth Spence versus Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao, the Serengeti Province Congressman versus, Errol Spence. And man, I'm gonna go by saying, start it off like this. Errol Spence, straight from Dallas, Texas, from the north, talented, southpaw, 73, 72-inch reach. You got Manny Pacquiao with the 67-inch reach. Both have really good jabs. Pacquiao's is more of a range finder. Errol Spence is more of a thudding, hard jab. He really likes to make sure he's putting his jab sticking straight to his opponent's chest or sticking straight to your chin. So he's really, really good at busting your nose up with his jab as well. And he has several variations of the jab. When it comes to Manny Pacquiao, he does more of a doot, 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 bouncing back and forth. Matter of fact, I got the gloves right here. He's more of a bouncing back and forth type of guy. Bouncing back and forth, bouncing back and forth. Boom, 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 boom. 4-punch combo. Sometimes he leads with the left, right, left, or sometimes he'll go jab, left, right. That's some of his favorite combinations to throw. So it looks something like this. Doot, doot, doot. And then he'll turn. He gets out of there. Because Freddie and him, they practice that over and over and over. Doot, doot, doot. And get out. So those are things that Manny Pacquiao does very well, and he executes it to a high level. Now, what I really want to touch on is how Manny Pacquiao's speed is a killer. He's special in that way. There's not too many people who can compete with Manny Pacquiao's speed. Speed kills in boxing, and when it comes down to it, what is Manny Pacquiao going to do with Errol Spence's jab and being able to box? I believe he's going to box early and often, and he's going to take his time and set up his opponent with, footwork, using the perimeter of the ring. I don't think it's going to be a firefight coming out unless Errol Spence feels he has something to prove. I personally feel he has nothing to prove except just, winning. At the end of the day, winning is the best way to get the job done, for everybody to shut up all the critics that think Errol Spence is not the same after the car accident. So from the viewers, from everybody who's viewing it right now live, who do you got? Errol Spence or Manny Pacquiao? Is it going to be Errol Spence's body work, the way he goes straight to the body? Similar to something like this. Hold on one second. Similar to something like this where he's coming, boom. You know what I'm saying? So he's leading with the left and coming with the right hook to the body. Left hook, right hook to the body. He gets out, gets some space. He always gets distance for himself. He doesn't smother his work. Boom, come up. Boom, with the uppercut. Sometimes Earl, too, he'll lead with the uppercut. It's real short. Everything with Earl is short and compact. Earl has a really good straight left hand, but Manny has an even faster, more snap, twitchy left hand. So we're going to see the battle of the left hands and who's going to be more quicker to the draw, basically. So you got Manny bouncing forth. Do. Back and forth. Sometimes you throw 6 and get out like he used to. But lately he's been throwing 4s and 3s. So boom, boom, boom. Gets out. Boom, 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 boom. And turns. He's constantly turning, constantly moving. So I personally feel Pacquiao is just going to have a time with Earl until Earl figures him out. That's what I truly believe. A lot of people feel that Manny Pacquiao is just too fast, too furious, still at the age of 43 years old. Jonathan Fox, what's up, bro? This might be Legends' last fight. Well, and Pacquiao's going to have to go out on the shield. I don't necessarily feel that way. I feel that Pacquiao still has a lot in the tank, and he's not somebody to overlook or look over. This is someone who is special, man. This is a guy who throws punches and bunches, and he's been training that way. I've been hearing things from the camp. Adrian, yeah, feel free to chat. I appreciate that, Adrian. Thank you for being present. I appreciate all my mods in the room. Manny Pacquiao, what's special about him is that even at an older age, even with the millions that he has, he doesn't let up. He doesn't let the fame get to his head. He doesn't, like, he's went through that phase already. He's in a space where it's just all about fun for him. He looks at boxing as fun, and that's weird for most of us because a lot of us don't even have the bravery to get in there in our 20s and 30s, let alone in your 40s, and compete at a high level. The only reason I said that is because rumors are going that he's going to be president. Yeah, he is going to be president of the Philippines. I believe that. He said if he wins this fight, he's going to have the support, the love, the admiration, and he feels that he's going to be president of the Philippines. But, he got to win this fight first. And he's focused 100% on this fight from what people tell me and the sources out there. What Manny Pacquiao does great and what he doesn't do great. I'm going to give you 3 tips. The things he does great is overwhelm his opponent with lots and lots of movement. The same way people say Lomachenko was king of movement, that was Manny Pacquiao first. And Manny Pacquiao, you ever watched the Miguel Cotto fight, and everybody knows Miguel Cotto is one of my favorite boxers, if not of all time. He made him look silly. He made De La Hoya look like it was target practice, like it was a Sunday picnic, like it was, I don't know. He made it look like it was a sparring session. That's how great Manny was at that time. That 09, 010, 11, 12 stretch was out of this world for Manny Pacquiao. When it comes to his speed, his angles, his footwork, his power, the way he set his shots up, hitting people from an angle instead of just trying to hit you straight up and down. He'll turn at an angle and hit you here in the temple, in the chin, and really focus. It's just going to be hard for people to get inside on Pacquiao when Pacquiao has mastered his style. And it's all about what's Errol going to do to offset that. What else Manny does well? His in and out. Jumping in and out is very hard it's just very hard to deal with that type of target practice when someone has their rhythm. Now, what he does bad, sometimes he fights too much in a rhythm. And as we saw with Juan Manuel Marquez figured him out in that 4th fight. It took 4 fights, but he figured him all the way out. And that's why we saw that overhand right that he had practiced over and over and over in practice in sparring. He used that in the fight, and it paid him dividends. It paid off. Pacquiao does not jab with a hard authority jab consistently, and that gives the opponent time to figure his style out. Sometimes Manny, like I say, is just too predictable. And last but not least, Manny sometimes falls in love with his style too much, and he doesn't really know how to box on the outside and use the perimeter. My favorite Pacquiao fight of all time would have to be the Margarito versus Pacquiao fight because he's facing somebody who's my height, 6'1", 6'2". Margarito is a big, tall dude. And for him to chop him down to pieces the way he did for 12 rounds, he threw, I think the copy box record for a championship fight was like 1,300. I had to check back. 1,250, 1,300 for a welterweight fight. And win, that was fucking impressive. I've never seen no shit like that ever. He had Margarito looking like a Halloween mask by the face. I mean, by the time it was, and his ribs was just torched. I mean, red, beet red. I would have to say the most martial artist type of fight that Pacquiao had where he looked like Bruce Lee was the Ricky Hatton fight. Go back and watch that Ricky Hatton fight. I can actually put it up if you guys want to watch it real quick. That Ricky Hatton fight, quit playing, man. That type of Pacquiao is dangerous and a problem for anybody, everybody. He was special. He got him out of there in less than 3 rounds. I mean, he was too good. He was too much. His angles, his timing, everything was in unison. Everything was synchronized that night for Manny Pacquiao, and hadn't had no answer for Manny's speed, agility, his overhand left that he kept setting up before he knocked him out with it. I mean, Pacquiao's right hook was just perfectly timed each and every time. Like I said, man, he's too good. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button as you're coming in. I'm gonna be on this live for a minute, so don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you rate the video, share the video as well on your social media platforms. Manny Pacquiao, what I feel that Manny Pacquiao has that is going to be hard for him to let go of is throwing so many left hands. I think he needs to switch it up. He needs to use more right hooks this fight, go to the body more this fight, get Errol tired, because when Earl's not tired and he's a freight train, he's hard to stop. You know, somebody like Sean Porter, as strong and as gritty as he is, as game as he is, he still had some difficulty. Even though he had a lot of success too, but he had some difficulty with Errol Spence's size and Errol Spence's will to win, just coming forward, constantly coming forward. So we're gonna see. But Manny loves that though. That's the thing. That's why this fight is so interesting, because Manny loves his opponents to come forward and throw punches, because that leaves openings, and Manny has a damn good counter-punching eye. And that may be the difference in this fight. You know, the X factor for Earl is use your length. You know, his second X factor is timing. He has great timing. Use your timing in this fight. When Manny opens up, punch him with authority and get his attention, and punch him early and often. When he makes a mistake, make him pay. And the third key for Earl is body punching. If Errol Spence goes to the body often, it's going to be a wrap. He needs to wear him out quick. When you say he needs to wear him out quick, are you talking about Earl to Manny or Manny to Earl? I feel Earl has the size. He needs to impose his size, his youth, his experience. He's in his prime. So show Manny why an older man cannot beat a younger man that's in his prime. Because if Manny wins this fight, despite the car accident, Manny's gonna be looked at as, top 5 all time great. Period. You can't deny it. You can't deny it. You guys can get mad and say, no, I don't believe in that. But if he beats him, that would be special. I'm telling you right now. If Manny can somehow pull it off, that'd be crazy. I see Earl dominating if he comes out with his jab consistently, the way he came out with the Kell Brook fight. Uses jab really, really well. I know that doesn't apply to this fight because Kell Brook is not southpaw, but something to keep in mind is when Earl does snap his jab out there and he's consistent, 9 times out of 10, he's damn near impossible to beat. When he finds his rhythm and he's landing his jab at will, it's kind of over. It's like you need to wave the flag, because he's gonna keep landing the body shots. He knows how to throw in combination. A lot of fighters don't know how to throw in combination. They're scared or hesitant or gun shy, reluctant, just don't have the energy, don't trust in their training, don't trust in their preparation. Because it's funny how when you see them hit the mitts, when you see them do other things, they can throw 100 punches, 200 punches around, right? When it comes to an actual fight night, that anxiety, that anticipation, the overthinking sets in. And a lot of people don't understand the psychological warfare of fighting, and how when you're fighting someone, you need to have your mental game just as equipped and strong as your physical game. And that's just the truth, man. Like I said, if you're new into the chat, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Errol Spence versus Manny Pacquiao, Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence. I want to hear from you guys now. What do you feel is going to happen in this fight? Do you have Manny Pacquiao winning because of his speed, his confidence, his experience? Or do you have Errol Spence winning because of the youth? It's his time. He's in his prime. What do you have? What do you have? I'm about to get this cracking with showing you some quick clips. I don't want no crazy copyrights and no shit like that. So I'll show you guys some quick clips, some highlights, and you guys give me your take and what you think with Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence. I feel that Pacquiao's been here before so many times too. I think that's a telling thing that people don't understand. Yeah, Earl is very calm and collected. He understands the moment, but people always say that. Keith Thurman even said that, but you see what happened with him. Like when it comes down to it, the get down, a lot of people are just not. They're just not ready, man. They're not ready. They're not ready. Here goes some highlights for you all. Like I said, what is the difference in this fight? I just feel that Manny Pacquiao's he has great ring generalship. A lot of people didn't bring this up in their analysis, but I'm gonna bring it up in mine. Ring generalship is everything in boxing. If you do not have it, if you don't have that supreme confidence that you're gonna win, if you have any thought of doubt that you will lose, you will lose. You will lose. It's really not that crazy. It's really not that crazy to think about. You know? So like I said in the comment section below, why do you think Pacquiao is gonna win? Why do you think Errol Spence is gonna win? What have you seen in their training camps that can prove to me that Errol's gonna win or that Manny's gonna win? Drop your comments below while I find what I'm looking for. Let's see here. Let me see what you guys are saying in the live chat. I think Pacquiao gonna do good early, but Spence is gonna do better in the later rounds. A war could break out. Yeah, I believe the war, it will come after round 3. A war. See, Manny was trying to get Floyd into a war, if you guys remember, but Floyd wasn't taking the bait. So I felt like because Earl's more younger, he has, not nothing to prove, but he does want to put on a show. Earl is that type of guy. He's that type of individual. So, yeah, I really want to see what Errol is going to do. I really want to see. Here goes a closer look. You guys tell me what you think about this. I'm going to switch it over. Yeah, Adrian. Yeah, man. And for the new guys that just came into the chat, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. All right, check this out. Hold on.
Fight fans, welcome back. In the Philippines, they say only the crabo gets old, not the farmer.
I'm waiting for you to slow down. It's not happening. What's going on? Boxing is my passion, and I love to continue my journey.
The nation's favorite boxing son continues to halt the hands of time by keeping his tools razor sharp, mixing with the elite. And they don't come any more elite than a unified world champion intent on adding the name of a legend to his sparkling resume.
See, Errol Spence got that right hook.
I'm Errol Spence Jr., I'm the truth.
Everything nice and short. Bam.
On August 21, a fearless Filipino firebrand and a Texas tornado will collide. Manny Pacquiao versus Errol the Truth Spence. Welcome to a Motivedia presentation.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and go straight to it. Bam. Straight left hand.
In July 2019, unbeaten world champion Keith Thurman was supposed to use Pacquiao's name to elevate his own status.
I'm a boxer full time. He's got 2 jobs, I mean, it just sounds like he's ready for retirement, I just believe the hourglass is almost finished. He doesn't have much left.
However, as one time hit the deck in the first, we quickly realized.
Yeah, look how Pacquiao still got it. This fight tells everything. This wasn't too long ago. Look at the straight left hand. Beautiful. And then the right hook. Ooh, that was like a hook jab. That was different. Beautiful jab. Set up the combinations. Bam.
Boxing's pride to the Philippines.
He was fast, he was strong, short steps. Everything that Manny Pacquiao always has been, he has a lot of it still left in him.
Okay, now let me get on back to it. Y'all heard what the man said. He still has a lot left. So him having a lot left, do you feel that Manny Pacquiao's will to win is going to be the difference? Because I still believe that Manny has so much in the tank. I don't see him losing this fight unless Errol Spence is really on his game and he throws a lot of combinations. I mean, Errol's going to have to either one, take the Mayweather approach, because he can box. We just haven't seen him do it. And actually jab, move, throw a left hand occasionally, jab, move, and then probably go to war with him round 7, 8, 9 when he figured out his rhythm and timing with his footwork and the way Manny throws his shots. I think that'd be the best approach for Errol. Or we could see a firefight and Errol somehow break him down without getting touched, but he's going to have impeccable head movement, and he's going to have to be able to see Pacquiao shots coming. And I just don't think he'll be able to see these shots coming, you know. And that's not me hating on Errol. I'm a big Errol supporter, fan. I think he's extremely talented, but, you know, Pacquiao has this snappy, elite ability to just throw punches that you don't see coming, especially being right in the mid-range. It's gonna be one hell of a fight, man. August 24th. I cannot wait. My final analysis is I believe that Manny Pacquiao's speed is just gonna be too much. That may not be what you guys want to hear, but I gotta tell it like how I see it. I gotta say it how I see it. He may even stop Spence. And what I mean by stop Spence, Spence get hit with something that he doesn't see coming. See, Spence has a damn good chin when he is doing something that he knows where his opponent's speed is. He knows when the punch is coming. But what are you going to do when you get hit with something you did not anticipate? You get hit with 3s and 4s. Remember, Keith Thurman said it was like fighting 6 people in there. It felt like he was fighting 3 or 6 different people was jumping him. Because it was just Manny was throwing so many combinations all at one time, hitting him with so many combinations. So that's something to think about. That's something to truly, truly think about. And I got Pacquiao either stopping him late and somehow getting, or he's going to get a couple knockdowns and cruise to a unanimous decision. If Errol does win, because Errol, you know, he has the youth, and if he does pull it off, it'll be because he's too much for Manny physically. His spirit is right. Everything was dialed in that night, and he was landing at will on Manny Pacquiao. Manny had no answers for the counters of Errol. Every time Manny tried to open up, Errol, boom, hit him with the straight left hand. He tried to open up, boom, hit him with the straight left hand. So if that happens, and he's going to the body well early, Errol's finding his rhythm early, using that Marvin Hagler-esque style, I don't see Manny being able to deal with that, and he may even get stopped late. And Manny may get caught with something big and get knocked down. So it's definitely a possibility that Pacquiao can go down. He's been down before, and Errol has the power, those short, snappy punches to get Manny to get knocked down with maybe a left hook, short left hook, jab, left uppercut, maybe even a sneaky right hook that we don't even see coming. Errol is very, very, very unpredictable when he gets his combinations, you know, when he gets going. But he has to get going. That's the thing. Like, if Manny dictates with his rhythm, like I mentioned before, it's going to be very hard pressed for Errol to keep up. Like, I just don't understand how fast. Like, I've asked so many different people about Manny Pacquiao's speed and what's his game changer, what's his X factor, and his X factor is his ability to hit you when you can't hit him. And unless your name is Floyd Mayweather and you can see all his punches coming, it's just very hard for you to deal with Manny Pacquiao's ability. You know, his boxing abilities, he's just on a different level, man. He's on a different fucking level. And yeah, man, I just really want to see a great fight. I want to see what is Freddie Roach's game plan for Errol Spence's jab, because like I told you, man, Errol's jab is damn good. I mean, you know, Manny even said that he has a power advantage, you know. And Justin Fortune said that Manny Pacquiao gets a hospital warning, you know, from him. He said that he may end up in the hospital. So that's pretty deep. That's pretty deep. You know, Floyd talked about Manny and how fast he is and his quickness. So I mean, I don't know. A lot of people are saying that Manny's ability to not be scared of taller fighters is just, a game changer. And it's not even that. Once you've sparred, I'm gonna say probably 1,000,000 rounds, because he's done so many rounds and he's fought so many rounds on a pay-per-view level. You kind of don't fear anything. It's just all about, did you trust your preparation? Did you trust the way that you train and put everything together? It's more about that than anything else. And yeah, man, final predictions before I go. Final predictions from all of you. I already told you guys my analysis. I don't know how that a lot of people are saying that Manny has no shot, but I don't know. I just see him being too quick. If he's not the same Manny though, if he's not throwing super fast punches in combination, then yes, he will definitely lose. If he's lost any step, Errol Spence will fuck him up. And I mean that. He'll probably even stop him, because that's what makes Manny so impressive, so unbeatable a lot of the times, is that he's throwing so many punches and bunches that you can't even get your rhythm. All fighters want their rhythm. They're lying if they tell you they don't. Fighters love fighting with a rhythm. You're not fighting with a rhythm, it's just gonna be very difficult. So I'm gonna leave you guys out with this, and let me see what you guys are talking about. Let me see in the chat. I agree. Great observation. I think you just revealed the ingredients to his secret sauce. Yeah, I think so, man. I think so. I think so. I definitely think so. Yeah, so like I said, what video do you guys want me to do next? I got time today. I'm not busy. So if there's any other videos you guys want me to do before I go, drop those comments, suggestions below. And I'll get straight to them and make them happen. It's too easy. This is something I really love to do, is do analysis. So yeah, just let me know. Let me know. Let me see what you guys are suggesting, I should say. Yep, let's see what you guys are talking about.
Challenge yourself for her. Challenge.
There we go.
Every once in a generation, boxing gives birth to a talent that exceeds the norm.
Take him on the med side. I said, well, I accused him of having rocks in his gloves.
Now facing one of this era's hottest pound-for-pounders comes the question: has the boxing legend still got it left in the tank to dethrone welterweight's new king? Or is it still a case of out with the old and in with the new? A night that'll bring the boxing world to its feet as two generations collide in one of the most exhilarating fights of the year.
It's my honor to fight him next.
Is that the fight you want next, Manny?
Yeah, why not?
So we ask kindly, get ready and subscribe swiftly before we preview the upcoming clash between Manny the Pac-Man Pacquiao and Errol the Truth Spence.
It seems like it could be a matter of time. And you know what? That's enough.
Yeah, like I said, Adrian Broner, man. Whew. Adrian Broner. Like, that fight still to this day pisses me off. Like, how the hell did Adrian Broner train all that time just to get dominated each and every round? I mean, they say he won like 3 or 4 rounds, but man, Manny was just too powerful for him that night. Like, just too much speed. And I guess Adrian was in his head. And as a boxer, when you're in your head, you're not going to be able to dominate or win in impressive fashion like you should. So, like I said, man, thank you guys so much. I appreciate everybody that came into the chat and dropped their comments on what they want to see. What are some fights coming up that you guys are excited about? What are you anticipating? What fights are you anticipating? Drop your comments below. This is the big one for me because there's so many questions to be answered. Is Errol really ready for elite competition at this stage of the game? And Manny Pacquiao, can he handle a young, in his prime, warrior, boxer, puncher like Errol Spence? Somebody who's a slugger / boxer puncher. He can do it all. So, yeah, like I said, you guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. I will get back to you with more boxing news, analysis, and updates. Peace.